We have had a lot of atmospheric rivers this winter in the west. Last year we had 38, and remember all of the insane snow we saw in the Sierra. This year we've had 51, but majority of them were more pointed towards the northwest.
Yeah, and on the lower side compared to what we had last year.
Oregon had 38 of those, or 36 I should say, of those atmospheric rivers.
They got the bullseye. Cascades are looking great for their snowpack, but Sierra has been interesting because it started off slow, and ultimately we had to wait till February to see it really ramp up.
It did, and now we're at A++ here, extra credit with this 110% that we have of average. And it's really through the entire Sierra. I mean, we're over 100% of average, so we are looking good going out of this rainy season.
Even for the south part of the Sierra as well. You know, you got some of the mountains down, even outside of Los Angeles, San Bernardino Mountains got some good snow, and they got a lot of rainfall, which ultimately did cause some problems, but everybody's rain gauge is way overflowing.
Crescent City is the one that really shocks me. 16.5 inches above average for the year.
That goes into those atmospheric rivers targeting Oregon. They were kind of up in the Northern California. But Southern California didn't miss out as well. I mean, you're looking at February, top 5, of course, wettest months that you've seen on record.
Usually we get just over 3 inches for the entire month of February.
Yeah,
we got 4 times what we typically get.
And a lot of it came down with a couple of systems, but this one was a 2-day average. Remember February 4th and 5th? We had some big damage because of that as well.
Yeah, we did. And now we have our next system. Here is our low. This is going to come in and eventually cause severe weather here into the plains. Jim will pick up that story in a minute, but there is your energy that's going to be diving south, and with it, that means clouds and showers.
Yep, so we got a rainy weekend for a lot of us across I-5 into the valleys. That means snow up and over the Sierra Mountain Range, which, of course, adding to the snowpack is great because you have a lot of this time of year. It's like some of it's melting, okay, some of it's building back up, and then it's melting again. But that slow melting process is what you want to see leading into the summer months.
Yeah, into our Sunday, it stays messy here, and then Monday it ejects, and that's when we're going to see the severe weather off to the east. But with all this rain, there's still the possibility of flooding with 2 to 3 inches and the snow here into the Sierra. But this is really the end of the season. It's kind of an October to March thing, is what we say, October, November to March.
Yep.
But
Look
we
how
really
much it
drop
drops off.
Yeah, April, May into June we get dry. But this is February, 3.64
is what they should
and we
get.
got over 12 inches.
It's ridiculous.
This February.
And here's the outlook, of course, going forward. So, Jim, we got this one coming in April. If we can get another one in May, that'd be good, too, for California.
Yeah, just that pattern alone suggests.
Step onto the campus of Susquehanna University in Pennsylvania, and you can expect to see students, professors, a backpack. But what about sheep?
Now that's weird. During the school year, the sheep are in regular attendance here, helping the university keep the grass on the grounds around the solar farm trim. For more insight on this solar grazing, we want to bring in Caroline Owens. She's the co-owner of Owens Farm. Apparently it's right on campus. Caroline, thank you so much for being with us. Got to ask how this partnership between your farm and the university, how did that thing come about?
Easy. Now, we often hear about people using goats to keep the weeds at bay. Are sheep just as efficient, or why do goats, they always, I feel like, are in the spotlight for this type of thing, not necessarily sheep? Sheep alone, okay?
You see all this food?
Yeah. Do you think it's a method that other schools and universities can use, not only for solar panels, but maybe just for, you know, stuff needs a trim?
Clean.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Now back to Jordan's stories in college. Did you?
Nothing with sheep.
Did you mess with any animals?
No.
Okay.
But I do know with those, you know, those robots that are now delivering like pizza to dorms.
Oh yeah.
Kids will just turn it upside down and walk away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just know that they're gonna. Anyway.
I know there's a grocery cart story that involves Jordan and Felicia. I think that was in high school though. Jordan's been making good decisions.
Wait, it's going to tell that one?
No.
I'll
we can
weather for you. No. I mean, we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
In a grocery cart. You had to get it out of your...
No, just
I mean...
stories in general.
Maybe not a grocery cart, but we've all been younger. Right? The rest of California as well. It's going to be a wet, soggy kind of Friday into your Saturday.
Yeah, and then severe weather in the middle of the country next week,
we're watching
Felicia.
the system move east.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Well, here's a look at what's coming up next on Pattern.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, as springtime warmth returns, it's time to make plans for your next vacation. Where are we going? If you're staying in a hotel, you've probably seen signs about the property's sustainable efforts, like, let's say, saving water.
But there are several hotels around the world that go above and beyond. Wendy Gillette, with our partners at CBS, shows us how one hotel is extending their efforts to the surrounding communities. How did Wendy get that assignment?
I know. And what a cool location to do all of that. I mean, that's if you could do that on mass scale, that's what we need to be doing.
The glass on the roads.
Right.
I loved that.
We can't recycle glass. It's too expensive. Put it in the road.
Yeah. That was
That's probably
really
hard to
cool.
do because I'm sitting here on the couch saying it, but it just seems like a good idea.
All right, let's take a trip over to Felicia and the weather wall to have a look at the warmth that is headed our way. It's going to feel like the Maldives at least.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go there. I mean, maybe temporarily, but with the heat, with the wind, that could be problematic. We've already seen it for portions of this
It feels
region.
like fire season is year-round anymore.
Been that way in the Panhandle this year, it seems like.
Yeah.
Thanks, Felicia. All right, here's what's coming up Monday on Pattern.
They are raw.